Servus Männer, it's Red Pill Germany again. As I reported earlier this week, today on Wednesday the 18th of November, the German Bundestag, our federal parliament, is debating about a third version of Angela Merkel's enabling act of the population protection law. The goal of this law, or this new version of the law, is so that the measures that the federal government as well as the state governments are taking and the authorities in the communities are taking right now cannot be challenged anymore by courts, but that these measures become court-proof, so to speak, gerichtsfest. Many people see that as absolutely unconstitutional, and I suggest that you watch my last video about the topic if you want to know a little more about that. But against that, today, thousands of people are demonstrating in Berlin in front of the Brandenburg Gate. I have heard that the police once again tried to keep people from all over Germany from reaching Berlin by car by setting up checkpoints at the Autobahn. Nevertheless, thousands of people made it there, and the demonstration was also allowed by the authorities. Nevertheless, they turned Berlin into a fortress. Thousands of officers from Berlin and of course also from other states as well as federal police are active in our capital today, and they brought heavy equipment such as water cannons. To my knowledge, in the USA, for example, water cannons are not really being used against civilians, but in Germany this is very usual. And these things are no joke. If you're not familiar with water cannons, do some research. These things are highly dangerous from close range. And even at a distance, they have enough power to sweep you off your feet and just push you back several meters. They send you flying through the air. So the information that I can share with you as of now is that there was a big demonstration. You see a lot of pictures online already. But the police then said that people do not wear masks and the distance between the people is not enough, yada yada. It is the same story all over again, each and every time. This is the excuse that they're using in order to ban political demonstrations in Germany. And then they warned the people, if you don't put on masks, then we will disperse the crowd, and this is what they started doing now. I will show a little clip towards the end of this video where you can see how the authorities are starting to disperse the crowds, and they use their water cannons for that purpose, of course. The authorities in Berlin have tweeted that the demonstration is cancelled. They will end it. It is no longer allowed to be there, and they tell people to leave the area immediately. I have even seen an interview with an AfD member of the Bundestag who said that he was reprimanded by the cops because he didn't wear a mask. He then produced a doctor's note that said that he cannot wear a mask for health reasons, but the police didn't accept that and they wrestled him to the ground. Now you have to understand in Germany that even the worst of criminals are not given that treatment. And this is not even a felony, this is kind of a misdemeanor at the worst case. But he had a doctor's note, so technically it's not even that. And they used excessive force here, they wrestled him to the ground, they pressed his face against the pavement. So they did basically all the things that would cause a mostly peaceful protest in the USA if you did that to a criminal that was caught by the cops, or who was running away from the cops, or who even threatened the cops with a weapon. This is the treatment you get now in Germany when you just don't wear a mask and you carry a doctor's note. The fact that he is a member of our parliament shouldn't have any bearing on that, but well, I just want to say yes, he is a member of our parliament. I will try to follow up on this story if we have more news from Berlin. So long, Servus, Kameraden.